another tutorial for y'all, and I'm actually using a Morphe palette again. I'm really sorry, don't be mad. I explained this in my last video, but I am actually moving tomorrow to California, no big deal. But I have basically all of my makeup is packed up, ready to board the airplane and fly to California. I actually haven't done a tutorial with this palette in a little bit, so I figured why not? But this is the 35K palette. Just as good as the 35 though. It just has a lot more cool tones, and that's kind of what I did in this look today. I did more of a like brown and gold smoky eyes. That is the tutorial for today. This is gonna be my last video in my bedroom at my apartment in Kentucky. I am so excited to be in California. Make sure you stay caught up with me on my Instagram at BrittanyTalksBeauty, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye! Okay, so let's go ahead and get started with our eyeshadow. I'm going to take this more of a medium tone brown. It has a little slight orangey tint to it, and we're just going to work this all into the crease, making sure you blend it in super well since it is the base shade. And then I will just speed this up so it doesn't take forever, but I do it obviously on both of the eyes exactly the same. And now I'm going to take a blending brush and just blend that all out. And then we're going to go in with a more tightly packed brush. And this is just going to make sure that we get the shadow placed exactly where we want in the crease. And this is a more of a matte shade, and you really want to make sure that you focus your mattes in the crease just because it just looks a little bit more, you know, blended out, and with sparkly shadows in your crease, they don't really blend out and look as good. So I really like to stick with the mattes in the crease, and I'm just going to go in and add color because you don't want to add all of the color at once just because it can be a little hard to blend out. And I'm going to take this super dark black matte shade and a really pointy tapered brush, and we're going to focus this just on the outer V of the eye. So you'll see that I'm going to make the shape of a V in the outer corner, and so this just really creates that dark definition at the very end of the eye. And you don't want to go too far in because it could really, you know, drag the eye down and just make it look too dark. And we're not going for super dark. We are going for a dramatic look, but not that dramatic. And I know this looks a little scary at first because I like to go in and just place the shadow on both of the eyes to make sure that I get the shape to be exact on both eyes, and then I go in and blend. So for a minute it's going to look crazy and it looks like I literally don't know what I'm doing, but I promise that I go back in and I blend it out and make it super smoky and pretty. And now for the fun part, I'm going to go in with this golden shimmery shade, and I like to pat this first onto the eyelid just so that we don't get any fallout on the face, because some of these glittery shades, if you rub before you pat, they will fall out onto your face. So I'm just patting away, and then I will blend that to the center of the eye just to kind of create, you know, that like blended, almost ombre effect. And now for that same brown that we used in the beginning, I'm just going to take this on another clean blending brush, and I'm just going to make sure the edges are super blended. And now for the eyeliner, I'm taking my Maybelline gel liner and a Morphe eyeliner brush, and I went ahead and did one eye just because usually whenever I show both eyes in my videos, it takes forever for me to edit it because I'm not perfect at my eyeliner yet. I'm still working, but with this gel liner by Maybelline, it really does honestly make doing wing liner so much easier. So if you are having trouble and struggling with getting your wings to be perfect, you should definitely try this one out. And it's super affordable, it lasts all day, and it's super black. And I went ahead and put these lashes on by Vegas Nay, and if you want to see how I apply them, you can look in my last video that I posted. And now we're just going to go in and highlight the brow bone with the lightest shade in that palette. And time for foundation. I'm using the Maybelline Pro Matte Foundation. I think my shade's 103. This is an amazing foundation from the drug store. Oh my goodness. It just covers all my imperfections. It doesn't make me too matte, but it also, you know, keeps my oil at bay, and I just really enjoy it for oily skin. And now it's time to conceal my dark circles. I'm going in with the Maybelline Master Conceal Concealer, and I'm not doing this how I usually would. I just got really lazy and decided to just squeeze it on my face. And it really does work easily to do it with this specific concealer because it does have that really pointed squeezy tube. But then I go in with my dampened beauty blender and I just blend everything out. And I'm going to go in with my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. I like to use the first and second matte light shades, and this is just really good powders to set the concealer underneath your eyes so that they don't crease throughout the day, and it keeps just everything white and bright. And I like to use it around my mouth as well just to keep everything bright there. And then I'm going to go in with the first and second contour shades, and I use this around the perimeter of my forehead, the nose, the chin, all of the main places that you would contour. And this is an amazing palette, guys. Like, seriously, I have not picked up another contour anything since I've bought this palette. It's just really good and convenient. And here I'm just going to blend all of that contour out so that it's not too harsh. And then I'm going to go in with a setting powder. This is the Revlon Nearly Naked powder. I think this is in the shade medium. I just like to set the places where I didn't use that lighter Kat Von D shade. And then I'm going to go in once again with the Kat Von D shade and more of a brush that's really going to get underneath your contour. This is just going to clean up any of the contour that may have went a little bit down too low. And now for blush, this is, I'm not actually sure what this blush is called, I'm sorry, but I will leave all of the product details down below. But I just like to pop this blush on the apples of my cheeks and blend it back into the hairline. And now for the highlighter, this is ColourPop Smoke and Whistles, and this is such a good, like, frosty white, kind of peachy colored highlight. It's so hard to explain. I just love this highlight so much. The formula is amazing, and I don't know, just love it. And now it's time to focus on the bottom lash line. I'm taking that same brown that we've been using throughout the tutorial, and I'm just going to blend this underneath the lash line to create the base shade because we're going to add a darker shade in a minute on top of it. And here I'm just taking this Wet n Wild eyeliner. This is a pretty affordable one, and it's really black and pigmented. And I'm just going to line the bottom waterline, and then I'm going to take a matte black shade and we're going to blend out that eyeliner that we just put down. This is the main part to the smoky eye because if the bottom is smoky along with the top, it just, I don't know, it is so pretty. If you haven't tried to smoke out your black eyeliner with black shadow, you definitely should give it a try because it's a really pretty look. And then I'm just going to obviously blend all of that out because it can be a little harsh if you don't go back in with the clean brush and blend it all out. And now I'm going to take the lightest shade in the palette and we're just going to pop that in the inner corners. And this is probably my favorite part of the video, but these two lipsticks are basically exactly the same. On the top lip, I'm using NYX Soft Spoken Liquid Lip Suede. And on the bottom, I'm using Kat Von D's Lolita. And honestly, guys, one's 20 bucks, one's $8. Just get the NYX one. It's so much better than Lolita. Like, my mind was blown whenever I saw this dupe, and I had to try it out, and it actually works. And that is it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up and subscribe for more. Bye!